Hey guys, welcome to YSCom Driving. We are at the Kia showroom and tonight is the launch of the Kia Sorento. We have 4 models here, but for the Kia Sorento there are only 3 because we have 2 variants of the petrol variant, which is a 6-seater and a 7-seater, and 1 variant for the diesel model, which is a 6-seater. Of course, the 6-seater is the more expensive one because it has better trim. All right. The good news is the Kia Sorento is all new and it is locally assembled. There are actually 3 variants, 2 gasoline variants, both of which are powered by the 2.5-liter gasoline engine, developing 177 horsepower and 232 Newton meters of torque. The difference in the spec otherwise is there is a 2-wheel drive version which is a 7-seater, and there is a 4-wheel drive version which is a 6-seater. And of course, both of them have the same engine. And then there's a 3rd variant which is a 2.2-liter diesel, and that comes only in all-wheel drive versions. And the prices for the 2-wheel drive base spec 7-seater gasoline engine is 211,000 ringgit. Then for the all-wheel drive version of the gasoline variant, which is this one, it is 235,000 ringgit. And of course, for the diesel, it's the top of the range. It is 6-seater, 2.2 diesel, and it's 255,000 ringgit. Correct. Yes. So that's the 3 variants available. So let's take a closer look at the vehicle. Go. So as I said earlier, it is all new and they carry the new Kia logo. So it looks a little bit like the older one, but it is totally different. It's all new. So looking along the sides, you will see that the gasoline all-wheel drive variant has got 19-inch wheels, and these are 235/55 series 19 Goodyear tires. Brakes are ventilated both for front and back, and the front suspension is McPherson struts. So the 19-inch wheels will actually enable better handling, and of course the car looks good lah. So along the sides, you know it's an SUV because of the cladding. Then of course you have your 4 doors, and at the rear it is a multi-link suspension, and again, as I said before, this is with ventilated discs too. So in terms of stopping, it's very good. Okay, take a look along the sides at the beautiful side profile. Now, this is a full-size D segment SUV because it has a length of 4.810 mm, plus the wheelbase is 2815, which is long. Okay, let's take a look at the back. Again, at the back, you see the new Kia emblem, and of course, the Sorento is right across. And of course, you see here, all-wheel drive, a little mini spoiler at the back to keep the sun out from the back, and these are different lights. So the overall effect is a little bit sporty, but a little bit angular at the same time. So all in all, I think it's a very, very pleasing experience to look at this vehicle. It's large, but it looks quite sleek. Okay, come. Let's look at the engine. All right, of course, we must look at the heart of the engine. It has got these gas struts that make opening the engine very easy. So this is a 4-cylinder MPI engine, 2.5 liters, double overhead cam with variable valve timing. Yep, 177 PS from a 2.5 liter engine. It is made to have more lower end torque. So 232 Newton meters of torque, and the engine actually sits very low down in the engine bay. You can see also the exhaust is at the back part of the engine, so that also allows the engine to sit much lower and lower the center of gravity. McPherson strut suspension, and here if you look down here, and down here you can see there is a strut bar that is built into the firewall, and it ties up the top of the struts. So over there you see the ABS. So battery is put this side, air cleaner this side, and for all these SUV, you want to know where is the air intake, and it is actually up here. So the air intake is actually just underneath the top of the front grille. You can see it here. So in case of flash floods, not to worry, yeah? And you can see a little bit of class here. You have this heat shield here, and a lot of aluminum parts used to lighten the weight. So the weight of this vehicle is 1719 kilograms. The two-wheel drive version is a few kilograms lighter at 1711. The diesel is 1856 because the diesel engine is a bit heavier. So despite the big size, the weight of this Sorento is about the same as that of the X70 Proton. So you can see there's a lot of weight reduction by using the lightweight materials. Okay, let's have a look inside the vehicle. Okay, let's get in. Okay, first off, there is electrical control for the seats. So that's nice. Now this is the high-spec gasoline engine. So looking at this, you have a very nice steering wheel. It's leather bound and the seats are leather. And semi buckets look very good. What's the welcome screen like when you turn it on? And you start the car. Wow, instrumentation is analog, but it's actually digital. So that's a big meter down there. And the entertainment system here. You have drive mode and four-wheel drive lock. Oh, that's a lock diff. Not bad. Auto hold, hill descent control, and cameras. All right, so this is quite well appointed. Now, in terms of ADAS, this car has got everything. I'm going to switch off the engine. Ooh, that's a sort of goodbye. Okay, in terms of ADAS, this car's got everything starting from forward collision warning and assist. That includes braking, yeah. Then you also have lane departure warning and lane keep assist, rear cross traffic alert. There's also blind spot monitor. It goes one step further. They call it a blind spot collision assist, and that will apply brakes in case there's a car that's coming near you and you're trying to move out. If it senses that you're in danger of collision, it will brake to help you to prevent a collision. Okay, so the gearbox for the gasoline version is a 6-speed auto. For the diesel is a 8-speed dual clutch transmission. So there are some specs, but generally both the cars look good. In terms of interior, the diesel and the petrol I think look very much the same. And as a 6-seater, it gives you more space or more room at the back for you to do what you want to do. And of course, it is also a driver's car. You have sequential shift, and this is nice looking gear lever, very nice center console, and USB. And I think it is, yes, the system here is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto friendly. Okay, let's take a look at the rear passenger side, yeah. Okay, for the rear passenger, you have very nice seats and you have also headrest, and there's a one touch button here. I'm just going to press the button and it opens up for you to get into the third row, and the third row seats can go up. Yeah, with the third row you have 6-seater, and let's just go to the back first from here and check out the, yep, not bad. So this well, it's not as big as you would think. It's good for medium-sized adults at the back. So it is a 6-seater that actually works. It is not really that small, but it's not really that big. So there's enough seat for 6 people, yeah. And so if you want more luggage, it folds down. If you want it as a seat, yeah, the seat part of it is a bit low, so you don't get a lot of thigh support. But well, you can go for lunch with this lah. There is plenty of headroom. So this is the third row. Let's go to the second row. Oh, third row also has aircon louvers. Yes, and the rear aircon control is here. Not bad. Yeah. So there's also a little window for you to look out. And because it's a 6-seater, you can walk through to the front. Let's walk through to the front. Okay, so this seat is mechanical. You can adjust here and you can recline. Yes. So if I sit in the second row, I can recline my seat. Wow, not bad. So there's a good headrest to rest your head. The oh my god handles. And an armrest. One side only. Okay. It's quite nice in here. Right, and you of course you get your aircon for the second row. These are just the vents, and you have your 12-volt power socket and a USB. And the third row has got its own aircon controls. Very, very interesting. Okay, so it looks pretty well appointed. The seats are firm. Yeah, they're very nice and firm. So this means they will last a long time. And for the there's a armrest here and there's another armrest on the door. Yeah, and you can grab here and you can actually sleep and enjoy your ride. No sunroof, but that's all right, I suppose. And this is what you get for 235,200 plus. Okay, it's time to check out the back end of the car. SUV. I call everything a car, but actually this is a SUV. So we have an electrical rear boot opener, and this is the space you get if you have the rear third row up. And of course, if you are traveling, you might want to put down one, and that will give you a 5-seater with a bit of luggage. Or if you have a bit more luggage, you can put down the other one, in which case you will have a 4-seater with luggage. And if you are going to IKEA, you can put down the second row, and it's quite simple. Second row, left and right. Okay, so left, it goes down, right, it goes down. Simple. And so earlier I said these are the aircon controls for the rear, and there's also a USB and also a 12-volt power socket here. So plus a drink holder and knickknacks for you to keep here. And this is a very, very versatile SUV. Okay, let's look inside here. There's a little compartment here. Your jack and your tools are here, and there's a little cubby hole here for your gold bars if you want. And I know there's a spare tire, so we're going to look where it is. I think it's down here. Yes, there is a space saver steel rim tire, and it has to be released from the top, but it's available here. And whilst we are here, look at it, man, guys. This is stainless steel exhaust. So this exhaust will kind of like last forever, okay? It will not rust. Yes, that's a very, very good point. The exhaust is something that you don't see every day, and you don't even ask a question, but I can tell you the quality of this car is high because this is a stainless steel exhaust. And down there you can see the multi-link arms of the rear suspension. It's fully adjustable for camber and tow. Alright, now let's go back to the front. I'm going to check whether we can actually stop the height. Yes. Okay, this goes up, this goes down, and all the way. Yeah, so you can stop the tailgate anytime you want. All right, guys, so that's our very quick take on the Kia Sorento. So just to recap, three variants: a front-wheel drive 2.5 liter gasoline, a all-wheel drive 2.5 liter gasoline with 6-seater, and an all-wheel drive 2.2 liter diesel engine, priced from 211,000 for the lowest two-wheel drive version of gasoline version to 235,000 for this all-wheel drive gasoline version to 255,000 for the 2.2 liter all-wheel drive diesel. Okay, for me, this is an ideal family SUV, which can also be used as a business vehicle, especially if you need to move people around and also maybe carry some samples, and you need a vehicle that is big. Of course, in the context of living in Kuala Lumpur and the outskirts, nowadays with all the flash floods going on, I think an SUV begins to make sense. Alright guys, so don't forget that we also sell Kia amongst other vehicles through our channel. So go to shop.yskhongdriving.com if you want to book one. Yes, you can. Bookings are open. And if you have any queries about the car or anything you want to ask me about this, do give me a WhatsApp at 016-335-0609. And so guys, happy motoring, and till we meet again in the next video. Bye bye.